I was not intending to speak this morning, but there were people who wanted to know as we were browsing around at the library, at the booths, they wanted to know what's the full story behind what we're trying to do here. So impromptu, I'm standing here, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you what we talked about yesterday. It is true that our present is colored by the past. If you look at what the government has done today, you'll find many things that are good and many things that you don't agree with, many things that are wrong. It is also equally true that we can shape and we can choose the colors of our future. When we ask the Malaysians, what kind of colors for the future do we choose for our children? What kind of world do we want to choose for our children? For the Malaysians of the future. And we ask them, what is the thing that concerns them the most? What really matters to the rakyat, all of us, today and the future too? What are the things we fundamentally need to change? These were the things that were considered as important. We did a lot of soul-searching work in the government. We saw, based on a public perception survey, you saw there crime, education, corruption, unity, and economy. We did also a media analysis. We took all the things that were in the newspapers, mainstream media, and also the alternative media, and then we did a media analysis, and we completed that in May this year. It showed very clearly crime, education, corruption, economy, and transport were the things that they put on the pedestal for us to radically change. There was a Merdeka poll conducted by Merdeka Center. They came out with similar things: crime, corruption, unity, economy, and political stability. The cabinet ourselves, we huddled together and took a look at what we regarded as what the rakyat really want us to focus on. Hence, those were the things that they put in. And therefore, we concluded what the rakyat wanted us to focus on were the things that were called the NKRAs, National Key Results Areas. Why were they called National Key Results Areas? Because that's what the majority of Malaysians, regardless of race, religion, and ethnic background, and where regions or state, this is what concerned us the most. They were reducing corruption, fighting crime, reducing poverty, enhancing education, improving rural basic infrastructure, and also urban public transport. These were the things that truly the Malaysian public wants to change. There are only 3 keywords that they expect us to work on. They do not want incremental change. They want big results fast. So when we knew that was what the rakyat wanted, the Prime Minister is absolutely rock solid behind this change. He then said that he will personally lead and champion those NKRAs. That's why they call National Key Results Areas. Means the Prime Minister go through it. Every month we go through a steering committee meeting led by the Prime Minister himself, going through all the gory details of what needs to be done to make sure we remove the roadblocks to ensure things get implemented and get done. I must also say, it doesn't mean because we're focusing only on the 6 things, the other ministers are off the hook. No. They are totally on the hook too. Because there are altogether 29 ministers, they also have specific KPIs that pertains to every minister. So these are called ministerial KPIs, ministerial NKRA. That means they have to work on those activities for their ministries. And there are, would you believe it, the Prime Minister sit with them and to go through a staff appraisal equivalent, like in civil service, one by one going through the activities that they've done, that they have not yet done, and how they're going to solve the problem moving forward. So it's a very comprehensive approach to transformation. So really, what we're doing here, what the Prime Minister is putting forward, is nothing more than a government transformation program. Some of you may conclude that all that we're doing is announcing KPIs. Yes, that's true, but that's not the only thing we're doing. It is KPIs is one of the small things inside the entire gamut of what needs to be done to make transformation happen. Where are we heading as a country? Unequivocally in the cabinet, and also as we talk to the rakyat, everybody loves the idea of Vision 2020. Everything that is espoused inside Vision 2020, that's where we'd like to be. And our conclusion is, if we don't run, if we don't change the pace of transformation, we will not get to that destination in the year 2020. The fundamental changes that needs to be made to get us to that position. We all Malaysians, as concerned Malaysians, we want to go there. So what's the engine to drive along this road towards Vision 2020? It is the idea of the Government Transformation Program, the GTP. Now, to get there, we concluded, you will agree violently with me that you do not get there without work. You don't get there without clear direction. So what did we do? We took a radical approach to it. We got 240 civil servants, some of the best brains in the civil service. We got them into laboratories on all the NKRAs. And we did this after Hari Raya. And so we went out to huddle and we took the keys to those rooms and threw it away, so that they have nothing else but to focus and solving the problems. So when I was in MAS, the motto for laboratory, when we lock people in a room to solve problems, is I love that song by the Eagles, Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. That means until you solve the problem, you must stay there. It's like you're sent to Pulau Jerjak. So we got the guys out there really trying to do it. I can tell you, the civil servants inside the laboratory, they were nothing short of being astounding, fantastic. I said it yesterday, believe me, honest to heart, in the 6 weeks I've seen those civil servants slaving out to find solutions to all those issues that we laid out here. They ran faster than our folks in Malaysia Airlines. And I can tell you, they even ran faster than the folks in Shell. I worked for Shell for 24 years, and I was in London for a prolonged period of time, and in Holland too. I've not seen the kind of desire and zest to get down to the detail. To be honest with you, in the laboratories, to give you some example, they went out to rank every 10,000 schools in this country in 6 weeks. Yeah, great stuff.